Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. Right, that didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they'll run it here. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time Keeps reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fournette, a first down carry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go! Blue Lanny! Blue Lanny!
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis.
Now let's go! Blue Lanny! Blue Lanny! Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, this from 46. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Gone, 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 gone.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw here. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Runs like that will give Michelle some more carries going forward as the Pats come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll check this one down to Michelle. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a handoff looking right. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney!
Following the penalty, Michelle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. He'll drop to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a pitch out to Michelle. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready? Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, one more.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we know, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on 1st down.
Gun! Hey, watch the lane. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And he knocks it through. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back 99 Philly,
Again, it's Michel. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Again, this is Michel. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And it's Michel once again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on third and short. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
This is Michel on the counter. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Yeah, he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
New England on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Derek Rivers in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the ground is Michel. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, Charles, it's great.